Hi friends, Jenny at Clover and Violet, and today we're going to be making a fun adjustable handbag strap that's detachable. Hi friends, Jenny at Clover and Violet, and today I'm going to be teaching you how to make a detachable adjustable handbag strap. So here's the strap that we're working with. It has two clips on the bottom so that you can remove it from your bag. And then it has one D-ring and one slider, and that's what's going to give you that adjustable strap nature. And then the clips right here are what allow you to attach it to your bag. So this is the Rosalie bag, and it has some little D-rings built in, so you can attach your swivel clip and add a strap to this little clutch. But you can add this strap to any bag that you like, just add some D-rings. And I do talk about in the video too how you can create an adjustable strap and sew it into your bag if you don't need the removable portion, or you just want a bag that has an adjustable strap in place of maybe the strap that it already has. So I hope that you find this tutorial useful and helpful, and I can't wait to see your adjustable handbag straps. Alright, so let's make our removable handbag strap. This strap is actually really simple to make. So you're just going to follow the strap making instructions to make a finished edge strap, or you can just cut the edge off like this and it will be sewn in the back. I originally had made this strap longer, but then since I was giving it to my daughter, I cut it down. And so I just cut the edge off, and it's just going to be open like this, and when I sew it, it will be on the back and it will be fine. So make your straps, and then this is a 1-inch strap, and so I have the 1-inch sliding ring, the 1-inch rectangle ring, and then two 1-inch clips, and that's what's going to make our strap removable. If you wanted to sew your strap into your bag, you'll only need these pieces and you can skip these clips, and then just sew the ends into your bag instead of sewing them onto the clips. So let's get started with the rectangle ring. That's the sliding rectangle ring. So it has this slider in the middle, and that's what's going to allow your strap to be adjustable. So what we're going to do is take the long end of the strap and feed one end of it through the rectangle ring, just like this. All right, and then I'm going to take it to the sewing machine and sew right along this line. So I'll be right back. All right, and now we're back with the rectangle ring sewn onto the long piece of strap. So I've sewn it on the sliding portion and the ring is loose, and then we're just going to set this long strap aside for just a minute now that we've got the slider sewn on, and we're going to take the short strap, and what I want you to do is sew the rectangle ring without the slider. Sew this rectangle ring on one end, and then you're going to sew your swivel clip in the same manner on the other short end right here. So it'll be just like this. All right, so let's take that to our sewing machine and sew those in place. So now we have the short strap sewn. We're going to finish this longer strap. So you've already sewn your slider ring to one end, and then what we're going to do now is put this swivel clip on the loop. So you're going to take the swivel clip and feed it onto your strap, and then you're just going to assemble the strap like it's a belt. And there's your clip ready to go. And then you're just going to sew the rest of this portion onto this other rectangle ring. So this will finish off your strap, and then you'll have this adjustable portion here with your clip, and then this portion with the rectangle ring and the slider. So that's how we're going to finish this bag. But before I go sew that, I wanted to show you the second way to do this if you were not going to make it a removable strap. So let's just undo this really quickly. And if you were going to sew your strap into the bag, so let's just imagine that this portion is sewn into our bag, and then we have our rectangle ring here. You will feed your strap through this rectangle ring, and then, just like we did before, assemble it like it's a belt. And then sew this end into your bag. So this would be your adjustable strap if you were assembling it straight into your bag. Okay? So then these two ends here would be sewn into your bag. But since we're not, I like it to have the loop at the end instead of in the middle. So that's why for the removable strap, I'm going to feed this swivel clip onto our strap. And then again, just like a belt, so there's our loop here now with our swivel clip, and then we're going to sew this right here. And then we have one thin portion and one loop with the swivel clip adjusting. So that's what I prefer for an adjustable strap. And then if you want to sew your strap in, you would just simply exchange this rectangle ring for this swivel clip, and then you would sew this onto the ring as well. And then this end would be loose to sew into the bag, and this end would be loose to sew into the bag. So I'm going to go finish sewing this, and then we'll take one more quick look. Okay, and now we have our adjustable strap all finished. So again, here's your swivel clip, rectangle ring, here's our slider, and then here's our other swivel clip. And then this can just clip onto your bag anywhere you'd like. On this little bag we have the D-rings in the back, and so it just clips on. And this just makes for a great option to add to anything that you want to have a strap, but maybe not always use the strap on. So there's our finished adjustable strap, and like I said, you can make this portion any length that you'd like. The pattern for this particular bag, the Rosalie bag that we're looking at right here, calls for a longer piece right here just to give you the maximum flexibility. But if you're like making it for a child, or if you're smaller, like I'm only 5'2", then this shorter strap is actually really nice, because then your bag isn't going to get too long and you don't have too much doubling right here. But if you want it to be a nice long crossbody, you can just leave this longer. So it's full of options for you to customize it and make it your own. I hope you enjoyed this lesson.